Sharing of geospatial information in a cloud environment is relatively easy. I can create a map, I can upload it into a group who I wish to share with. Others can search and discover it if they're allowed permission and download and access that particular service. Some of those services are fee-based, and most of them are currently free. GIS in this environment, GIS for the web, makes the investments in the agencies available to everyone. Free viewers, open APIs that can leverage these base servers. This is simply a discovery mechanism like Flickr. It's a way to share a reference, not the actual core data. So the ultimate relationship is between you and your users. Inspired is different and the same. Inspired provides a vision for and standards about creating a pan-European information infrastructure, a kind of NSDI for Europe. And this is a bold and now legally strong message that's gone across to the countries. It calls for a portal for discovery. It calls for common data models. So many of you have different data models in your respective states or countries. This is a way to transliterate that. It calls for services of data and mapping from distributed GIS nodes. GIS technology is fundamentally a foundation for that. To be able to provide a complete platform of clients and services, storing knowledge locally and in enterprises and in the cloud, and accessible by any device, is what Inspire is really all about. It's fundamentally a big GIS system in the sky. That's how I interpret it. For discovery, for creation of data, for managing of it. It's distributed, of course, and there'll be distributed, focused systems that are there. But ultimately, this idea of an internet-based GIS is what this is about. My colleagues and I have for some time been conceiving of something new, and we're announcing it simply today. Forgive me for being commercial on this, but this is called ArcGIS for Inspire. It is a new product. It's an open source product that wires all of our GIS technology off the shelf commercially to the Inspire mandate. It provides compliant services and an open portal and data models that are open sourced, and also integrates directly so that this is not a separate technology, it's part of the mainstream. Its features are that it's a low-cost COTS approach, not simply a custom sort of thing, which in order to make Inspire really work, we've had to build it into our core product. So it's a commitment by Esri, all of our colleagues here in Europe, for our users. GIS is transforming. GIS is transforming how we think about our world, and also how we address global issues. If you expected me to have the solution for global climate change, I don't. If you expected me to tell you how to make cities more livable or clean up the environment, I don't have those. But I do know that this technology and your work is an enabler. I absolutely know it from seeing and traveling and watching our users talk and interact. That work, your work, is so powerful. It makes me stay awake at night excited because it's exactly what I think we need. It's the counterbalance. People talk about we're advancing science and we're advancing technology, and therefore it's all going to work out okay. Well, maybe it won't work out. In the case of GIS, I feel it's a substantive, it'll work out sort of thing. It's going to help us understand global climate change and just the storytelling, as you've seen, through maps is helping us affect policies at the government level. It's not perfect, but it's affecting things. Same with environmental change. Same with now this understanding is going to create new sorts of action. GIS is operating at lots of different scales. You're working micro scales and also at global scales. These models of global climate change, which are scary, are grabbing the world's imagination. So at the scale of micro scale, we're actually making things more efficient. We're actually making cities more livable. We're actually restoring environmental situations. At the macro scale, we're telling stories, understanding it, and hopefully that will make a change as well. I want to thank you for listening to this session. I covered a lot of grounds. My main message was I think there is hope in the world, and I think that the very work that you are doing is the substance of what that hope is all about. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.